Good morning, Pine Nation. Happy Wednesday. Happy Hump Day. Guys, are you getting ready for Christmas? I do not have my tree up yet, but I am going to put it up this weekend. I don't like to have it up right after Thanksgiving, guys. It's a little too much for me, but I'm going to put it up probably Sunday. Maybe I'll put it up Saturday and then start the decoration Sunday. Okay. All right. So, guys, we're here to talk about LaLivia O'Liar Johnson. Um, you know, it's been said on the YouTube streets. I don't know where the receipt is, but that she went to court yesterday. Okay, so I don't know how that turned out for her, but she did not go live. So maybe it didn't turn out good. We don't know. All right, we never know when it comes to this woman. However, we're going to get into this video she posted, this Vlogmas Day 8, finally telling the truth. I was so ashamed. She was ashamed because Joey was on a vacation in Texas visiting his family. All right, this is just my little. And she got pregnant by a stranger. She pulled a strong mommy Chrissy. She got pregnant by a man that she does not know. She got pregnant by a man that is allegedly married to Carmen. All right. So let's go ahead and get into it, guys. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. Guys, another thing I wanted to say is Liv has 124,000 subscribers. Okay, she's at 124K. So with this little stunt, let's see how many subscribers she has in January. Let's just keep an eye on that. Okay, you guys know where I'm going with this. All right, let's get into it, y'all.
Hi y'all, what's up? It's your girl Liv, and I'm back with another one. So yeah, today's video is going to be something a little different. I didn't think that this was the type of video that I was going to film, but due to recent events, I just want to be honest on my side. And I might cry. I might cry because I don't want to cry, but it's very emotional, and admitting stuff is hard because you have to look at yourself. Like when you admit what's been done to you, you kind of have to always take accountability and see the role that you played. And I kind of just been avoiding this because I've just been kind of I can sweep it under the rug and I can try to just move past it, you know. But like I said, due to recent events, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna be honest, and I'm gonna tell it and then just be done. Just be done with the whole thing. Um so as you guys know, certain things came out recently, and sorry if you hear something, the cats are over here playing with something. Certain things came out that Kailani's dad, or Kailani's sperm donor, I don't know what you want to call him, but he's come to social media and he thinks that he's going to expose me or do whatever he's going to do to me, which is crazy because once again, I was nothing but kind to him. I was nothing but, I opened up my home to him. I gave him an opportunity to meet his daughter, and this is what he does. And during the time I was dealing with him, all he did was lie to me and deceive me, and this is what I get.
You gave him the opportunity to meet his daughter. The wording of that is weird to me. The opportunity? First of all, you should have known he was trash when it took him 2 years to see his own flesh and blood. The man is in and out of jail, according to you. According to you, he is a 40-year-old unemployed loser. You guys are 20 right now, Liv. You're saying he's a deadbeat, but you're a deadbeat too. You're over 60K behind in back child support. So the question is Joey really a loser or are you guys just alike? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Sounds like you guys have a lot in common when we break it down.
At the end of it all, like,
You abandoned your children this summer to pretend as though you were straightening out your life when you were running a play the whole time. You scammed your supporters to get back to Texas only to still have an apartment there, claiming to be homeless, claiming a computer was stolen that's sitting right at the computer desk as we speak. Who's really the loser? You slept with that man. You knew he had a family. You continue to entertain him, knowing that he lives with Carmen. You then invited him to your house, slept with him again unprotected, knowing that he lives with Carmen. And now you want to play victim? See, it's hard to empathize with a person when their actions are intentional. When their actions are intentional, that means they made a choice to be trifling and ratchet. So why should anyone empathize with somebody who made a choice to be ratchet? The outcome, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. What is so shocking about that at 35 years old? You know better, you make a choice to not do better. We all have things, including myself, that we need to work on. The other day, I was speaking with a coworker, and we were just talking about how one of our coworkers does not know when to shut up in meetings. She just cannot resist herself. It's like she has this overwhelming urge to dig a hole for herself. And that's how Olivia acts about her life in general. She has an overwhelming urge to self-destruct. We can't stop you, Liv. But then after she crashes out, this is the weird part about people who choose to self-destruct. This is where the weird part comes in. Then they want to come out and get in front of the narrative. Excuse me? That's weird. You've crashed out plenty of times. You've embarrassed yourself. You repeat this behavior 4, 5, 6, 7 times a year. You go through this period where you're a great person and you're never going to argue again and you want to apologize to Unloyalty Gang. And then here we are 5 weeks later with the same shit. This is a pattern. That's called a pattern of behavior. Some people cannot help themselves, and that's what we have here. This is what we see with Jasmine. This is what we see with Strong Wound Chrissy. This is what we see with Olivia. This is what we see with Diamond. See, I'm going to see the difference between Diamond and the rest of the ladies. Diamond does have a little shame when it comes to patterns of repeated behavior. This is why she keeps the camera in her face, because she doesn't want us to see the trifling ass disaster, also known as her apartment. Okay. Let's continue listening, guys.
okay. So I met Joey on a dating site. I met him on a dating site. I don't remember when. I don't remember what year. If I had her in 2022, I met him in 2023. No, I think I met him in 2023, just the beginning of the year. Yeah, I got pregnant like in April. Anyway, I got pregnant really, really fast. And once again, that's my fault. Like, this is my fault because I dealt with him and I had no business dealing with a person like him. Like, something had to be going on with me in order for me to even let that type of person in my life.
A person like him. Let's get a bitch like you. A person like him, first of all, smoking, even smoking marijuana all day, every day, because I used to do it, okay, doesn't have anything to do with you as a person. Okay? Now, I'm the type, I this is a while back now, y'all. This ain't that far. I used to I used to be like Snoop Dogg with the blunts, okay? I'm smoking a blunt everything I do. Okay. And I'm still washing the dishes. I'm still taking a shower. I'm still going to work. What does that have to do with anything? And the nerve of this bitch, the nerve, the laziest hoe on earth has the absolute nerve to say, yeah, because all he did was smoke. That's all you got? You wait a minute. Let me newsflash. Newsflash. Coca-Cola is way worse than smoking. I'm just putting it out there for you. Okay? Some people think, everything is the same. Well, I'm here to tell you, it's just not. Now, maybe you're not familiar. Maybe you don't understand. You have to make a choice to pick up a hardcore substance. That's not a choice that anybody over this way is making. But you think it's okay to do Coca-Cola casually. I have a bigger problem with that than smoking. Now, however, let me say this. If all you're doing is smoking and you're like missing out on life, you sitting around all day on your ass, you don't have a job, you do not contribute financially. Now we have a problem. Now we have a problem, right? So my thing is, she got so much to say about Joey, and everything she's saying about Joey applies to her. A person like this, what about your actions? What about not knowing who your baby daddies are? Let's be for real. Like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and say Joey is the father because Kalani and her sister are twins. So that kind of gives us a connection, right? But look at the stuff you've done. You cheated on your husband a number of times. You drag your husband. You not only drag him 5, 6 years later, you drag him in front of your children. You talk about sleeping with men in front of your children. You were drunk for 3 months straight. That's why you got pregnant again, because you don't remember what happened from night to night dealing with young YNs from TikTok. Why a 35-year-old woman will be ready to risk their life and their health sleeping with a YN? No offense to the YNs out there, but I'm just saying, are they being careful? Do y'all know they have a shot that you can take to prevent HIV now? These people out here running wild. They running loose with the cooch. Okay, it's no way. It's no way a 35-year-old mother of 5 should be behaving in this manner. It is unacceptable. It's trifling. It's disgusting. We don't know whose baby that is. I don't think she knows whose baby that is. And this is a pattern. You did not know who AJ's daddy is. You already admitted that to us. Okay, let's say we think Joey is Kalani's daddy, but we really don't know. Has a DNA test been taken? And then what is up with these women who act like they're doing somebody a favor by not putting their baby daddies on child support, whether the nigga keep a job or not? Still take his ass down there, because you don't know what could happen in the future where some money could come in. I told y'all I know a female who, she took her baby father downtown. He wasn't given he would quit his jobs and do all that shit like Chrissy said DeMarcus did. And then guess what? He applied for disability and he got it. When he got that back pay, sis got $15K in the bank account deposited. So go ahead. My advice to you is go ahead and apply for that child support, because you never know what could come of it. She took her son on a trip. I think they went to Cancun. for his graduation, his high school graduation. You don't know. Just take him down there. I get that it's I get like I can get both sides. Thank God I've never been to child support. I've never taken a DNA test. I don't live my life. I don't need to know who the baby daddy. Look, I don't go through all this. And I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm gonna tell you just like this, and you can think of how you Pine ain't having no baby if she don't know who it's by. Okay. I have no baby, I don't know who it's by. Because I can't live through the humiliation of it. Okay. That shit would be embarrassing to me. Anyway, let's keep going.
But I didn't want to keep it real and tell you guys where I really met him because it's embarrassing, you know? But I did meet him on a dating site. We hooked up a few times. We kicked it. And I ended up getting pregnant. And I kept my baby. Yes, I kept my baby. And I'm happy I did because I love Kailani with all my heart. And I would never take her back, okay?
Let's stop right there. You're happy you did because it gives you another couple of years as an excuse to sit on your ass. We're on to you, welfare bitches. We're on to your shit. It's so obvious what you guys do. Let's continue.
But from that moment, he has never been there for me. Like financially, I lied to the internet and I said that he had been there. He's probably over the course of her life, he's probably sent me like $50 that I bought diapers with. Other than that, he's never bought her an outfit. He's never bought her shoes. He's never bought her anything. And I lied and I said he did, but in actuality, it was my family who was always helping me. It was never him. I made it seem like that because I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed about the whole thing.
Okay. So you played make pretend. So we know she lied about the apartment being in Joey's names. I mean, this just opens up another can of lies that we already knew were lies, but this just confirms it. So we know that you lied about Joey, the apartment being in Joey's name. Okay. Check that off the list. We know you lied about Joey paying for AJ's daycare. Let's check that off the list. We know that when you said Joey showed up to the apartment, didn't she say it was Joey, guys, when she had the police knocked at the door and all this stuff? Okay, all right. We just put it together.
And once again, I allowed him to play with me. I entertained the thought of him, I think because I just wanted what I've always wanted, a family. You know what I mean? I've always wanted to be happy. I always wanted my kids to have a dad and raise kids, you know what I mean, together. And he played right into my delusions and like fed me all the lies in the world.
Wait a minute. Let me y'all know how we always talk about men, how their actions, they're saying one thing, right? But their actions aren't matching it. No one that wants a family has children by men that they randomly meet and do not have a relationship with. Do you see how that does not match up? Let's take it to one side. If you're in an actual relationship, we're not talking about you been sleeping with somebody for 3 months. That's not a relationship. That's you sleeping with somebody for 3 months. When you're in an actual relationship, when you guys are dating, you guys are hanging out, he's taking you out to breakfast, you're meeting him at the park for walks, he's coming over your house and you're doing Netflix and chill. That is dating. And we're talking about a year or 2 years, maybe. Let's say a year to 2 years. That's a relationship. We can say you're in a relationship. When you meet a nigga off of TikTok and he comes over your house and y'all get drunk and y'all get busy, that's not dating. That's not a relationship. That is meeting men and casually sleeping with them. That's what that is. So I need for you and Chrissy and Jasmine and all the rest of you garden tools out there to understand that dating a man and sleeping with a man are two different things. And when I'm leading up to is people do expect the man to stay around if they were, we were kicking it for 2-3 years and then now I'm pregnant. People might expect him to stay around. But why would you expect somebody that you were kicking it with for 2 to 3 weeks to stay around? Do you understand how that makes no sense? But then they act like the guy is a deadbeat. You didn't know the guy to make that determination. You didn't know him enough to even judge him at that point. Right, they were hooking up. They don't know anything about these men. They don't know if these men have special needs people in their family. And I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just saying that's some of the stuff you will want to know before reproducing with a human. You want to know, okay, does he have health issues in his family? Does such and such run in his family? Does he have this? Does he have that? How does he treat his mom? How does he interact with his family? Have you seen him with his other kids? These people don't think past next week. Then they get mad and want to out Joey and want the YouTube streets to actually give a fuck. We don't care. We don't care. Some may say you're talking about it. Yes, because we like a train wreck. Understand, we're not deeply involved. This is the video that she put out on the internet, slow, and this is us talking about it. It's that simple. It don't go no deeper. Nobody's showing up to a door. Nobody knocking on no door. Nobody's going to court. Not over here at Pine Nation. I'm not doing none of it. I don't care. Because I got 50 other people just like her that we need to talk about. Okay? I'm going to say it again. This is not a Liv reaction channel. Liv just happens to be the person that's doing the most bullshit right now. Understand it. Okay, guys? And it's no offense to any Liv reaction channels. I'm just saying it's not that deep. This is the welcome to the mommy sector. Okay? Where we talk about ratchet, trifling. Some of them not as trifling. Some of them are okay moms. Some of them are okay people. They're not all of them aren't terrible. Most of them are, but not all of them. Okay, y'all?
And once again, I take full responsibility because I allowed it. But this is the type of person he is. And then when he came out here to see her, I just didn't like how he was with her. Like he would raise his voice at her. He would tell her to shut up. Like,
I think I don't know, guys, but I feel like she might be making this part up. I didn't hear Joey being mean to the kids in the background. If anybody heard anything like that, you can drop it in the comments or drop it in the chat. I didn't hear anything like that. I just feel like Liv is going to make Joey into a bad person. I'm not saying Joey is perfect by any means. But what I'm saying is now that Liv is trying to play her best to play victim, now Joey's a bad person all of a sudden. You didn't have any complaints when he was over there. You were sitting on that balcony playing recordings of Gamer Bay and talking about how you want to be with the man and that's the man you want to be with and you made your decision. Well, what is it then, bitch? Is that your man or not? Well, come to find out, he couldn't be your man because he's Carmen's man. Girl, yeah, she's not all there. Let me see what you guys are saying down in the chat. I'm going to go back a little bit. All right, so hold on. They unemployed, unavailable, and unstable. Okay. When they say less link, that means less. Take notes. Random hookups with no protection. Too old for that. I'm not saying you should ever do that. But I'm saying if you were like just about to be an adult, 18 or 19, some of these behaviors are just immature. You're 35 fucking years old. Right. No family background. Exactly. No history, no nothing. Is the man married? Because the woman might come after you and try, girl, let him know. Let him know. She probably doesn't know their last names. Oops. Oops. We don't care for real. We have jobs, lives, families, shit to do. You gotta ask a lot of questions these days. Keep your legs closed and your eyes open. That's all we're saying. Next year, she will be on here saying she lied about this baby's dad. Okay, you know what's going on out here. That part. I'm here to be entertained. That's it. That's all. It's not going too deep with us, okay? Chrissy speaking on Liv's current situation. Guys, did we go over that yesterday? I can't remember. Was that what we went over yesterday? I think so. I think we did, unless Chrissy went live again. I'm just trying to keep up like the rest of y'all. Liv and her victim voice cracks me up. Okay. Mentally disabled. This girl is on the spectrum. Prove it to me that she's not, please. All right. She looks like Homer today. Very yellow, I must say. If her lips are moving, she's lying. Absolutely. A middle school age woman with a middle school smooth brain. Her frontal lobe is still not developed. She needs mental help at this point. Latoy, okay? You telling us this because Joey said he was going to expose you, right? She's trying to get ahead of the narrative. Okay, let's go.
I was like, nah, like, you know, he's a very heavy weed smoker. He's a very heavy, I call it a drug addict because he cannot function without smoking. He smokes probably 10 to 15 blunts a day. And that's just not what I want around my kids. It's not, and you know, seeing that as well, I was like, nah, like it's just, and I didn't like it. Like if he wasn't smoking, he would get very irritable and he would be irritable with her. And I just got to see a lot when he came out here. The reason I'm doing this video is because I didn't keep it real. And I did say a lot of things. I did make excuses. I did fabricate stories because I was very embarrassed of the situation. Like I said, I don't take it back. I'm so grateful to have my daughter. I wouldn't take it back at all. But to see what he's done, and I have never done anything to him, I think it's very messed up. You know, when I found out about everything recently, I had every right to be angry. I said mean things, of course, but mean things were being said to me. You know what I mean? And I have every right to feel how I feel. So whatever, it is what it is. I said what I said, but I just feel like I did make a lot of mistakes. I made mistakes picking all my baby daddies. All my baby daddies, honestly, I'm going to be real with you guys. They're just not good fathers. And I fucked up time after time after time. And it sucks. It sucks, you know? It really does suck. And I just have to, I'm reflecting now because I'm just like, I hate that I gave them all crappy dads. You know what I mean? All of them. You guys could say whatever you want about the first one. He is just as crappy as the other ones. The only difference is he has them to spite me. He does things to spite me. He pretends to be the world's best dad to spite me. But in actuality, when your daughter tells you that she can't even have a conversation with her dad, she can't even be honest and have a conversation because she's scared, she's nervous, and he won't listen to her. That is sad. And that's my fault. And it's also my fault that she's stuck there. You know, she's stuck and I can't save her. And I'm not saying I'm the best parent. I'm not saying that at all. I've made a lot of mistakes, but I know what I am and I know that I'm my kids' safety. You know what I mean? I know that they can talk to me I know that they can tell me anything and I'll listen.
So right now, Olivia wants people who actually see this is the play that she runs. I just don't have any feelings about it because I've seen this too many times. The crying is from frustration of being humiliated. This crying has nothing to do with the Web3. You told Gerard, now this is something I do have a receipt on in the court papers, that they were better off with him because you wanted to be stable. You were not stable enough to take care of your kids. You admitted to that in court. So what is your point? Like, this crying is for the new unloyalty gang. Guys, they'll be over here in the mommy sector in a couple of months. We know the rotation, right? She's gonna come over, they're gonna say, oh, she said all this, she cried, still not gonna fight for her children, still never gonna get a lawyer, still begging, still whining, still moving, still doesn't have a job, still doesn't have an education, still doing nothing with her life, still getting pregnant like the 304 that she is. How can anybody have empathy for somebody who keeps making bad choices over and over and over again? Okay? We don't care anymore. We can't care about your life more than you care about your life. You have to make the choice. You have to make the right decision. You have to decide you want to change. Remember when you faked it when you were in Florida? You couldn't fake it but for so long. The real Olivia returned as soon as she got back to Texas. As soon as Olivia got back in that apartment, she started cutting a fool. She started sleeping around. She started drinking. She was doing some type of pills, allegedly. We saw her face. We saw Olivia was high as a Cuda Brown. Olivia was high than giraffe pussy. Okay, so we know that this girl is loony. Something, that elevator doesn't go to the penthouse. And you still talking about Gerard. Are you ever gonna keep that nigga's name out your mouth? We are sick of hearing about his ass. 6 years, Gerard, Gerard, Gerard. Girl, we're done with his ass. We don't care about that nigga no more. Hang it up.
I know that. I know I scream. I know I yell a lot. I know I smack them from time to time. But overall, like, I genuinely love them with all my heart. Like most mothers do. You know what I mean? And then AJ, I just screwed up. I just screwed up picking these men. And it's my fault. It's something as a woman and as a mother that I will carry for the rest of my life. And it's something that I will forever be trying to make up to them, or just trying to go over and beyond physically, mentally, emotionally, financially. Like, whatever I do, I just want to do it for them, you know? And that's why recently, when I was going through this stuff with Kailani's sperm donor, I was like, oh my God, like, I'm upset. This is my time with my kids. And, you know, even though I'm grown and I can do whatever I want, you know what I mean? This is my house. I can scream, I can yell, I can do whatever. But being the mother that I am, I looked back on it and I was like, I'm using my energy to be upset about this non-significant person who hasn't even bought my daughter a pair of shoes, a jacket for the winter, nothing when he was.
So why were you over there sleeping with a man who didn't do anything for your daughter? Who does that? Who is over there inviting a man that lives with a girl that plays this is all according to Liv. Joey is an in-house babysitter. He's a stay-at-home dad, a stay-at-home weed dad. So you knew he was living with a woman You knew it. Yet you still invited him over to your house to sleep with him unprotected, knowing he had no money, knowing he had no job, and more importantly, knowing that he hasn't done shit for your daughter. Whose fault is that? Whose fault is that? I guess you're just trying to be a great mom. We don't, yeah, it's disgusting.
Here, he did nothing with her. He didn't take her for a walk. He didn't take her to the park.
You don't do anything with them. Liv, you and Joey are twins, according to what you're describing. You and Joey are the exact same person. You are both deadbeats. You are both unemployed. You are both losers. You both do nothing with your kids. You don't take your kids to the park. You didn't walk your dog. Your dog was sitting in shit and piss in a cage, locked and screaming to the top of his lungs, and you sat there and told him to shut up. Then you abandoned him on the side of the road. You put piss pads in an apartment, bitch. If you live in an apartment, please don't get a dog bigger than 6 pounds. You have no business. The dog has to go out during the day. The dog has to walk. Somebody needs to get home during the day and walk the dog. The dog is a living being. The dog has to go to the vet. The dog has to have treats. The dog needs affection. The dog needs attention. The dog is not supposed to stay in a cage. Children are not supposed to stay in the house all day. What the fuck are we talking about right now? You and Joey are the same person, according to you. Once again, the bitch lies so much we don't know what to believe. She could be on here lying on Joey right now. This could be a whole made up skit. Yes, Louie, Suki, abandon your kids for the summer. Joey abandoned his daughter. You abandon your kids. It's seeming like y'all the same person to me. What's different? The only difference is Joey has a platform, but we don't know if Joey's going to come forth and speak. All right. Liv has a platform and Liv can make somebody else look bad. It's almost like when somebody comes in the chat and says something, like say somebody comes through this chat and talk shit about me. Bitch, hit the live button and talk your shit. See, other people don't have a platform, is what I'm saying. So we can't hear them. I might talk my shit. Oh, you're bullying. The other person has a live button too. All I'm saying is when one person has a platform and the other person doesn't, they can say whatever they want about the person that is not platformed. That's all I'm saying. Yes, her supporters are sick and tired of her. I'm telling you, they'll be over here in 5, 4, 3, 2, not necessarily in my chat, but whoever reaction chat. Because they're tired of the lies and they want to talk about it. How do you think that the reactors chats build? They go over there and watch the moms. Normally they start off with the content creator. Then they like, wait a minute, I'm spotting some inconsistencies. I'm saying some crazy shit. They type in their name. They see all these other channels coming up, but that's not the content creators channels. They go in there, boom. They go down a loophole. One reaction to another, and then it never ends. And they like, wait a minute, now I'm on the reaction side. How did I get here? The same way we all got here. All right, let's keep going, y'all. Good morning to everybody coming in. Happy Wednesday. We are halfway through the work week. All right, let's go.
He didn't do anything. He was more concerned with going out at night, getting high and going out at night than spending time with his daughter.
Oh my God, you guys are so much alike, you and Joey. Liv is more concerned with how Liv looks. Liv is not concerned with washing, conditioning, detangling, and oiling and putting her daughter's hair in a ponytail. Liv is concerned with washing and detangling her hair, doing her skin routine, and slapping on a wig that she dragged black women for. Liv is more concerned with her looks than AJ's looks. Liv buys clothes and perfume and hair and nails from TikTok Shop every week. Liv goes and gets AJ's clothes and Kailani's clothes from Goodwill. Are you saying that Joey puts himself before his children? Shocking, because you've never done that. Okay, let's continue.
Horrible. He's horrible. He's horrible. He's a horrible person. But I made so many excuses for him because I wanted him to be a good dad. I wanted him to care. You know? I wanted him to be helping me with my bills. I wanted him to be helping me with Kailani. I wanted that. You know what I mean? But he doesn't. He doesn't care. And the fact that he got on here and you guys are supporting, and it's like history repeats itself. It's, you guys did it with the first guy, you guys did it with the second guy, you guys are doing it with him. You're supporting these men who are actually dirtbags, and it's really fucking sad to see in our society. And these are women, these are mostly women that are doing this, and it's like, I understand you guys can point the finger, you guys can laugh, you guys can judge me, ridicule me, but you guys have either gone through this, maybe not 3 times like I have, maybe not, but you've gone through it once or twice, or you know another woman in your life who has gone through this, but you guys steady ridicule me, but you don't blame the men for anything, and it's really sick.
No, that's not it. 1, you lie so much, we don't know when you're telling the truth. 2, the men don't come to this platform and talk about it. If I'm sure if Joey gets a channel and Joey gets up here and admits that he never sent Liv any money, and if Joey gets up here and admits to that, Joey will get dragged. I'm going to drag her. I'll tell you, I'll drag him. Because some people like to blame the women. No, I dragged Uncle Daddy all up and down the motherfucking YouTube streets. Matter of fact, Uncle Daddy is over there in the comments on crickets right now. Niggas paying him dust over there. They paid Uncle Daddy, y'all. If y'all haven't seen it, Uncle Daddy got up under the comments. Remember that post I posted saying, "Who is this mom?" And it was Jasmine. Why Uncle Daddy gonna get under the comments talking about, "I thought it was you"? Niggas paid him dust. He don't have 1 like under the comment. 1, don't even delete it. Let that hoe sit right there. Uncle Daddy, you're gonna get dragged for it, but I'm doing it on my time. That's all. So when we see these niggas come out here and we know they ain't shit, and they talking and wearing Temu short sets and Temu hats and Shein glasses and wearing rainbow outfits, we get on their tops. It's just a matter of time. If y'all wondering who Uncle Daddy is, for those of you who do not know, that is West Indie Collection. That's her baby daddy, and he also has a platform. And they're playing on people's tops right now. Okay. So let's get back to Liv. All right. But I know what she's saying. But the thing is, the men aren't platform. That's where I'm going with this, guys. People drag Zolo for a minute. Zolo got dragged up and down and through to the beef sector, back over to the Mo 3 sector, all the way back to the mommy sector. What are you talking about? They will get that chance. Nobody's dragging Gerard because he has custody of your children. That doesn't make sense. And he doesn't have a platform. If Gerard had a platform and he come on here and he showed his ass, he would have got dragged. If Joey created his platform. We don't know if he's going to go live. We don't know if he's going to make a video. We don't know what he's going to do. But if Joey make 1 false move, you know the YouTube streets is here. We here for the drags. We here for the roast. We here for the gags. We here for the kikis. And we are mostly here for the shit shows. So if Joey come on here and he embarrass himself, they're gonna point it out. All right, it's just a matter of time. It depends on how he acts when he gets on this platform.
It's really, really sick. And I seen it this time again around, and I'm just like, it's sick. It's sick. But I can't change that. It doesn't even matter. I don't care. This YouTube shit doesn't matter. People come into my life, the weirdos like him, they come into my life, they see what I do, and they like want it. They want what I do. So they think going against me is the way to do it. And it's not. It's just not the way to do it. But whatever, it doesn't matter. And it's sick because I have children with these people and they still do stuff like this, but it's fine, honestly, because it says way more about them as far as like what type of low down, dirty person they are. Because I will always say this, I was nothing but kind to him. I did nothing but go out of my way when I didn't even, oh my God, you guys. I'm so dumb, bro. I'm just so dumb. Like I said, admitting to this, I really have to like look at myself and be like, what the fuck was wrong with you? Why? Other than, I mean, I know if I didn't have kids with these people, there's no way I would have still been dealing with these people. But me trying to make these men be fathers, I did the same thing with Angelo. Like, and these people don't care. They don't care about my kids, and that's fine. That's fine because it is what it is, you know? It is what it is. But to see society and where we are and how we big up men and we don't hold them accountable for anything and we blame the women for everything, which, like I said, that is just the way it is. I'm strong enough to take accountability. I'm strong enough to carry all of this on my back like I've been doing. But I just don't want to lie about it anymore. Like, it is what it is. Like, I met 2 men after my husband that were complete bums and deadbeats, and they don't care about the kids they have currently. And like, you know what Joey said to me when he was here? He was like, I don't have to be financially straight because I know all the mothers got it. You know, all the mothers got it. Like,
did he really say that though? Like, this is where the line between reality and fantasy, it gets blurred with Liv all the time. Okay, it's very. I don't believe most of the things she says. I feel like she's taking a little bit of truth and sprinkling in a little bit of lie in it. And so I don't know what to believe. Did he really say that? Now, all right, so if Joey gets on this platform and says that he said that, he will get dragged for that, because that would be so fucking disgusting and trifling and low down dirty dog of him to say something like that. But we can't believe it because it's coming from you know who. Miss Opinion said, if the judge said get off. So I'm sorry, guys, if I'm giving the wrong screen name, you know, bear with me because they changed the YouTube up. I wish they would change it back. But if the judge said get off social media and I will give you the Web3 kids back, she would say no. Absolutely. She was just drinking, you know what, for a week. Oh my God, prayer is cutting up and is mad that it bolted in her. Oops. Now he is the worst thing ever. Yes, I want to be with him and he's the man that I want. And now what? Look at her face. It's hit. It's definitely not cute at all. Girl, you lying. Liv's lies have wings flying out her mouth. Let's go. The man has been in and out of prison and you let him hit it. Oh, unprotected. What did you expect? That's what you make bad choices and yet you expect great outcomes. My thing is, Joy was never living in Texas. You were sleeping with a visitor to Texas and got pregnant by him and then had the nerve to have a baby? That is weird. Who does that?
There was just so many things he said, and I should have been like, what the fudge? Like, it's just so gross. It's just so gross. But as you can see, I'm not the only problem here. And I'm not trying to take the responsibility off of me because I have my own shit in my own household that I have to fix and I will forever be fixing. But like, there's women that will continue to be with those types of men, and it's just disgusting how this society is and how we coddle these men but I have to go to court in the morning with this first one. And I already told you guys this in live streams, but I don't think you guys really understand the severity of how broken and twisted this man is. This man was blowing up my phone last weekend, trying to come into my house. He called me over 100 times last weekend. And it's like, for what? Still, first of all, he took my Thanksgiving holiday away from me, and then he thinks that he can come over to my house without my kids. What is wrong with these people? I know in the past that I have had boundaries. I know in the past that I haven't stuck up for myself the way that I should. I didn't stand on shit like I should have. I know that because I let people walk all over me. I let people do me in the dirtiest way and come back into my life. And I'm never doing that again. I'm never doing that again. But anyway, ladies, I just wanted to be real about it. You know, I just wanted to open up and just be real so I can move past this. You know what I mean? I can finally move past it and heal from this, heal with my baby, understand that this man will not be in my daughter. He will never see Kailani again, and not for the simple fact of anything petty. It's just he's literally a horrible human being. Horrible. And me making excuses and being like that person that I've always been, well, I'll never keep a father away. No, I will. If you are out to create more damage than good, I will. And like I said,
now she's willing to keep her daughter away from Joey. Joey don't want to see your daughter anyway. So if he wanted to see his daughter, he would come out there at least, I would say, twice a year, maybe 3 times a year. Make sure he catches a flight for her birthday, rent a hotel, make travel plans, get a rental car. Okay? Joey would be on his game. Remember when Chrissy, Chrissy's son Cash, his dad wanted custody of him because Chrissy was leaving Colorado. This was before Chrissy moved. She went to Texas. Cash's father went to the judge. He got custody. But Chrissy would go out there and see him. She would go see him for his birthday. She would go see him during the year. Chrissy made plans to go see him. We will give her that. She has a billion other children. She might not be able to afford that, but she fucking made time for her son. Joey can do the same thing, but Joey chooses not to. Joey chooses to go lay up with the mother and have unprotected, relations with Liv. And we know damn well Joey ain't getting no vasectomy. Girl, I ain't never heard nobody that go to jail at least twice in a decade talking about they getting a vasectomy. What do you need a vasectomy for? You're not home half the time to even make a baby.
What he's doing now, first of all, you don't help. You don't send me a penny. And then you have the nerve to come on here and try to trash me for your personal gain when you already don't help with her. And they've all done it. And it's sick. And that's why none of these men will ever be allowed in my presence unless we're in a courtroom to speak to me, to speak to their children. The first three are stuck. They have to deal with that until they don't have to deal with that again. And when they come back to me, they can make their own choice on what they want to do with that situation. But these other two will never see or speak to their children again. I've literally opened the door after everything that's been done to me, kept the door open, spoke nicely about them, backed them up, made fairy tale fiction stories to make it seem like they're good people, and they still don't give a shit. So this is the beginning of my healing that I can work on with my children, you know? Just face.
It's only her 958th healing session since the last 5 to 6 years. Unloyalty Gang, if you're in the bushes, we're going on 6 years of Gerard and Nisha being harassed for taking care of those kids, for sending them to school on time, for making sure they get good grades, for greasing their hair, combing it, washing it, and detangling it, and sending them to school. I'm sorry, to the hairdresser. And they not only washed their hair, conditioned it, and detangled it, they actually sent them to the braiders to get their hair done. They actually get Christian a haircut. They have parties. They have family functions, something Liv knows nothing about. She knows nothing about a family function because she doesn't have any family. The family that she does have doesn't even want to deal with her. It's sad, right, D. Harold? Everyone else's fault but Liv's.
Seeing the truth of the thing, just facing the truth head on so we can navigate through this. And just teaching my daughters to truly love themselves and never sell themselves short because of a heartbreak or just anything like this cat. Just never selling yourself short, you know? Like, you deserve the world. They deserve the world, you know? They really do. And not having a father in their life or having a shitty father in their life will not define them. It will not define who they pick. Hey, queen. Hey, stop, mama. It will not define who they meet, you know. And if they do end up with shitty men, I'll be there. You know, if they do end up with men who want to take them to court and take their children away from them, I'll be there. Like, I'll always be there.
Who speaks that into existence? If they do end up with men, who is that specific about another person's trauma that they're not even facing? And if they do end up with men that want to take them to court to take their children, I'll be there. Who the fuck says that? What are you talking about right now? That was annoying as hell.
Okay, now she found noisy stuff, so she's not gonna stop. Like I cut my eye or something, but I think that we all make mistakes, ladies. We all, or not all of us. Some of us are perfect. Kudos to y'all. Most of us, I would say 97% of us, 98% of us make mistakes. You know, whether we do it once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, who knows? You know what I mean? But the first step is like admitting it. Hold on. Okay, queen, thank you. Move. She's over here messing with stuff. I feel like the first step is admitting it to ourselves and to others if you want to, and just, you know, changing it, you know, like doing better, moving forward, and just always trying to teach our kids better. And being honest with our kids, being open with our kids, always being there for our kids, because unfortunately, none of us are perfect. None of us are perfect. You know, I saw some people online today talking about me, judging me, and this person's life is a hot mess. You know what I mean? And I had a choice right then and there. I could get online and I could bash them for all their mistakes, or I could just let it go, because at the end of the day, everybody makes their mistakes. Who are we to judge the next person? Honestly. And a lot of people don't even want to see their mistakes. They just want to let it ride, you know, because it's life. But I'm happy that I can open up. I'm happy that I have a platform to connect with other women who go through similar things. Or maybe you don't, and you just watch me for shits and giggles, or to learn, or to whatever. Like, I have a platform where I can openly just be myself, even if it's embarrassing, even if I'm ashamed of it, even if it's hard to admit. I can still open up and just be me, regardless of the ridicule, because I know that the love is 10 times more, you know. But yeah, ladies, don't be like me. Be better than me. Be better than me. And just always know that you deserve the best. You don't have to settle for anything. You don't have to settle for anything. It doesn't matter what other women... Hey, stop, queen. It doesn't matter what anybody around you settles for. It doesn't matter what society tries to teach us to settle for. You deserve the world, baby. Okay? Oh, she found the paper again. Queen, get from over there, girl. No, I threw a clip at the wall. She's trying to get the clip. After this video, I will never speak on this topic again. Like I said to you guys, that man has no access to my daughter ever again. He killed that. And that's just that on that. I have stuff going on with that, but I'm not going to get into that. That's private. Oh, and look who it is. But I love y'all. Come on. Oh, my baby.
Yeah, hair not done.
And don't bring it up in my chat. Don't bring it up on my channel. I just wanted to be real.
Only she can bring it up, y'all. This is how it works. I'm going to speak on a topic for about 5 to 6, maybe a decade. Fuck it. We're going on a decade now because it's past 5 years. However, you guys can't bring it up. But then I want to bring it up every 5 seconds. And then I want to pretend like the reactors brought it up when I started going crazy about it. And the reactors are just reacting to what I'm going crazy about. It's the same shit over and over, guys. It's the hamster wheel of life. All these women are on a hamster wheel doing the same exact shit, making the same mistakes, never learning from their mistakes, and then coming on here saying how they've healed and they've worked on themselves, when we can see clearly that they have not, because if they did any work, they wouldn't be on here doing the same shit. But they don't understand how that works. They don't get that. You guys just want to be judgmental. No, we're trying to tell you that you're doing the same thing that you just did with the last man. You're going to do the same thing you did with the last man with the next man. She's already entangling her new baby daddy, allegedly, into the drama by telling him to come over and protect her. You're not in a relationship with that man. How dare anyone, man or woman, get on any platform and constantly sleeping with strangers, and then have the fucking nerve to come out of their mouth and say, I want a family for my children. Well, how about you make a family with people you know? Nobody goes out and finds weirdos to make babies with that they don't know. And then on the other hand, I want to have a family. No, you do not. You want to sleep with random men and have babies so you can use the babies as an excuse to sit on your ass for another 2 to 3 years. And then when that baby gets 3 or 4 and it's about to go to school, you're going to make another baby with another random so you can sit on your ass for another 2 to 3 years. And it just keeps going. It keeps going. This is 3 children by 3 different men within a 4 to 5 year time span. That is disgusting. She's over there, strong mommy Chrissy Ing, and we are here to talk about it. We will continue to fucking talk about it. We don't give a fuck. It ain't our life. Oh, well, we're here for the shit show. Period. That's it. That's all.
Because I owe it to myself, and I owe it to my daughter, and I owe it to my supporters who actually love us. And yeah, I love y'all. Be blessed. And I'll see you guys on the next one.
Guys, what did we just watch? What did we just watch here? We already know how this is going to turn out. What I'm hoping for is I'm hoping that Joey will go live. I'm hoping that Joey will put up a video. Joey gives us more content. I want Joey to tell his side of the story. I want Joey to explain why he's never been to see his daughter in 2 years. Okay? I want Joey to tell us if he's been sending Liv any money. Now, Liv act like Joey was sending her so much money. And then when they have a little, Joey comes out and says she ain't shit and all this stuff. Now she want to act like Joey wasn't doing anything. So I want to know what really is going on over there with Joey. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. Please do me a favor if you have not already done so and hit the thumbs up on your way out. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Hey, Bestie. Bestie, look at you looking all fabulous. Stop worrying, Bestie, because God is in control. And remember, Bestie, the best part of your day is you. Love you, Bestie.